Hi, everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Wow, what a group we have here.
So we have Ms. Schaefer and Mr. Theodore and Ms. Dizak. We'll let you go ahead and tell us what you're doing here.
Yes. So good evening, and thank you for having us. This was our first year at Muse for implementing the Code of the Future initiative, and the kids did a fantastic job throughout the year, and really it took off with them, and they really enjoyed themselves. And I think I'm safe to say that I think we have many future computer programmers in the building, and you may hear about them later on in the future. So we had our last Epic build last week, and they did a great job. And Mr. Daniels invited us to come here tonight to share our keynote speech. So with that, we'd like to have the students introduce themselves, and they will present their keynote speech.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthew, and I'm excited to kick off this keynote speech. When people hear
Matthew, stop for 1 second. Let's let everybody introduce themselves, and then
Oh.
you can start. But you were like, you're on the ball.
Thank you.
Sorry, you did a great job.
Hi, my name is Aurora. Hi, my name is Mara. Hello, my name is Carlia. My name is Cheyenne. My name is Madison. My name is Ethan. My name is Rocco. My name is Jayla. My name is Karina. My name is Smith. My name is Perry.
May I ask before you get started? I heard your presentation and you have some really good information to share. Please speak up and make sure that everyone can hear you really well, okay?
Use your
When you
outdoor
talk.
voice.
Yeah. That's okay.
Their normal voices.
Yeah, not your inside voice, your outside voice.
Okay.
So when people hear us say that we are learning computer science and coding, they usually ask us, what is coding? Our answer is that coding is based on many different languages that computers understand. We get to tell the computer what to do by using block-based and text-based coding languages, and the computer produces output on what we just coded. But as fun as it is to impress people by educating them on what coding is, the real reason we are here today is to talk about a problem. Most digital things we do involve code, but only a small percentage of this world actually knows how to code.
For example, how many of you have searched for something on the internet? Probably every single person. How many of you have used an automated system? Or how many of you have,
Can you read this code?
how many of you can read this code? Would you be surprised to know that this code is what is used to display the results for a simple Google search for the word school? How about this question? How many of you have used an automated system before, like self-checkout at the grocery store, got money from an ATM, or controlled anything in your home using a remote or smartphone, like the lights, music, movies, locks, or even your car? All of these systems are similar to the Scratch projects we created in Cycle 1, the Lego robots were programmed in Cycle 2, and the Minecraft agents were programmed in Cycle 3. All of these systems run on code. By coding a machine with input to do a certain output for it, it's just the type of coding we've been practicing. To share more about this, allow me to introduce Mara.
Thank you, Aurora. The code on the top of the screen is from a Lego EV3 robot that was programmed to sense its environment and stop when it jumped too close to another object to avoid a collision. The code on the bottom is the code used to program an agent in Minecraft. To build one wall of electric houses and stroke with just a few keys. We created, named, and ran our own unique codes to control a machine in order to make our lives easier and more efficient. A lot of people would say these codes are complex too, but the truth is they're not. These are the coding languages we've been learning this year. These languages are the same fundamental computer science concepts floating around diseases. How cool is that?
Now I have a question. How many of you have changed a light bulb? I'm guessing the majority of you have, but are we all electricians? Probably not. You don't need to be an electrician to know how to solve your light bulb problem. Same is true for coding and computer science. You don't need to be a programmer or a computer scientist to know how to create, tinker, or change things using technology. But the reality is that we are all expected to know how to use computing devices like phones, laptops, and tablets. But current research says for every 10,000 people, only 25 people know about coding or make solid devices work.
That's our problem, since we're currently in the digital age. We're in the middle of a digital revolution, with coding and computer science becoming bigger and bigger parts of industries like agriculture, medicine, fashion, architecture, energy, weather, public safety, art, food service, banking, and entertainment. It is becoming more and more important that us kids learn about all going to grow up to be computer programmers, but we will be able to use this knowledge in any job we choose. As Bill Gates has said, now is a great time to be entering the coding world because technology is going to change more in the next 10 years than it has in the last 50. Here at Muse, we want to be part of this digital revolution and we want to make the world a better place for everyone. That is why, as many of you know, we started studying computer science in kindergarten. In Cycle 1, we started our computer science journey by learning the fundamentals of computer science through visual block-based programming. Visual block-based programming is useful for people who are new to programming because it's easy to read and use. In Cycle 2, Making Robotics, we continued to learn the fundamentals of computer science through visual block-based programming. But we extended our learning to include both hardware and software. This hands-on experience with robotics helped to make programming easier to understand. By having to control a physical robot and seeing what goes wrong, we learned what robots can and can't do. We also learned about the need for precise instructions. Finally, in Cycle 3, our kindergartners studied data. Data is defined as the information that's stored in or used by a computer. The younger students learned how to use data to create pixel art, store information, and share information. To tell you about what our first through fourth graders learned on the cycle, here is Rocco.
For grades 1 and 2, in Cycle 3, we learned about blocks, mobs, and entities in Minecraft, as well as how special effects were programmed into the game. We used what we learned about Minecraft special effects to make our own Minecraft effects projects in Scratch. During this, we started to progress from block-based coding to text-based coding. This text-based coding language was called Java. Learning Java was not easy, but it was rewarding. We had to pay close attention to things like syntax. Syntax is defined as the rules of code. We also had to pay close attention to other important features such as arguments and commands. In the end, with just a few lines of code, we could make Minecraft sprites move, change color, make sounds, and do anything you can imagine, and code. Our journey from blocks to text did not end there. We then had the opportunity to learn about another text-based coding language, JavaScript.
To start becoming familiar with JavaScript in grades 3 and 4, we used the Make Code developed by Microsoft. The Make Code is a very powerful tool that allows you to modify the game Minecraft by writing code. We really do not spend much time playing Minecraft in a traditional sense. We spend our time coding Minecraft. To code Minecraft, we started by using blocks that were very similar to the ones we used in Scratch. As we became familiar with this new platform, we could deepen our computer science knowledge by learning about syntax, variables, and nested loops. Then as we became masters of visual block-based coding, we could instantly convert our code to text and start to become with the real-world text-based coding language, Java. Looking at JavaScript could seem overwhelming at first, but it became more manageable as we observed the code and looked at patterns and similarities between the block code and the text code.
So now you might be thinking, wow, these students are learning some amazing things. But won't robots and virtual agents take over all our children's jobs? What will they do for work? Will robots and virtual agents take over our jobs? That is a great question. It is predicted that almost 50% of jobs will fall victim to robots in just a few decades because of things like artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, also known as AI, makes it possible for machines to learn from experience, adjust new inputs, and perform human-like tasks. Logically, your next question is probably, well then, what kind of jobs are safe? The reality is that we don't know for sure. Experts test that as we automate a lot of the repetitive work, we are going to see an increased demand for creative skills. Since robots lack creative skills, humans will be the ones filling those positions. In addition to working on and alongside robots and virtual agents, we are going to see an increased demand for people with strong social interpersonal skills, who are nurturing, caring, persuasive, and have great negotiating skills and are good at selling. These are exactly the soft skills we get to practice in our classrooms when we are learning about coding and computer science. Through our work with computers, Legos, and lots of different software platforms, we have also been developing our confidence, patience, problem-solving, collaboration, focus, and communication, all of which will be required when we enter the workforce of the future. So to sum things up, we have been learning lots about the technical parts of coding and computer science, as well as the soft skills that will help us find or create jobs that are robot. And we are really happy about that. Our futures are looking very bright. Speaking of the future, we need to get back to class to keep preparing for it. So in just a few moments, we are going to let you know. We hope you enjoy your time in classrooms later as you explore some of the coding projects we have been working on for the past few months. We are glad to have you here to support us as we code to the future. After
After you leave here today, be sure to tell everyone you see not to worry about the future. Because here at Muse Elementary, we are practicing all the skills that will help us make the world a place where
Awesome is the new normal.
Very good.
Perfect.
Very nice.
That was great.
Yeah, perfect.
Learned a lot.
Did you see their index cards that they read while they?
No, they
presented?
did not.
No, they memorized everything. Very good,
job. Awesome. Do you like your class? Do you like code?
Yeah.
Very fun, isn't it? Well, thank you very much. It
How
was
long
great.
did it take you to learn your parts?
a few weeks.
They've been practicing a lot. They've
Yeah.
practiced a lot. We
Wow.
ate a lot of lunches together and
Well, they did very well.
They did
You did a
Very
good
well.
job.
Great
thank you
job.
so much.
Good job.
Do you have any questions for us? Okay. Thank you so much for taking time away from your homework and studies and joining us tonight. That was really nice of you. And thanks to the parents too.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thanks,
guys.
Nice work.
Go enjoy
You're
the
welcome to
sunset
stay the rest of the night if you'd like.
Yeah.